Hi everybody, it's Danny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with a stamp set from Honeybee Stamps. This is the Build a Bee stamp set. So I've actually made two cards in this setting, so I'm going to show you the colouring video of those. And as you've seen at the start of the video, I did show you both of those cards. I will show you again at the end of the video. So how cute are these little stamps? You can add your faces to them, you can add, you know, your little the dots of the trace behind them. I just thought they were just adorable. So I did stamp out lots of these bee stamps. I will be creating some more cards for you, so hopefully next week I can share those with you as well. For today I am just using one of those single bees up the top there, and then on the bottom page the top one of those. Okay, so I've stamped them onto some Express-It blending card using some Memento Tuxedo Black and a Lawn Fawn acrylic block. I do apologize for the noise in the background. We've got a maintenance guy here at the moment, and I really needed to get these videos voice-overed, so I do apologize. I wasn't able to leave that till a little bit later. So yeah, I'm colouring these in using Copic markers. I will have all of the Copic markers listed on my blog, so the link will be below the video, and you can go and check all of those out there. So I'm going to show you most of the colouring on this video, but I will show you that colouring again on the other cards as well, so it'll be on both videos. I really love this stamp set. I don't know how I've left it so long to play with it. I've just been super busy and swept under, and life's been quite crazy at the moment. This video will be going up in a couple of days, but at the time of this video, my head is just all over the shop. I did let you guys know in the video that I actually had posted up today that my husband is currently in hospital. He has appendicitis. So yeah, things are a little bit bonkers at the moment. I'm at home trying to take my mind off things while I'm waiting for the phone call to say that he's been in surgery, and fingers crossed that everything has gone well. But like I said, this video will be going up in a couple of days, as I have a few things going on in the next couple of days. So yeah, that information will be a little bit old by the time this goes up. Hopefully he's been through surgery and will be feeling much better soon. Blending out all of those gorgeous little wings. Adding on some Wink of Stella. I love my Wink of Stella. Alright, now let's get creating on the cards. No, I'm going to show you the colouring of the other ones as well in this video. So I do apologise, this video is going to be a little bit longer than usual. I will speed through the card making so you can just watch the colouring in a little bit slower. So just working my way through all of those areas, getting everything all coloured up. Making sure to get all of those black areas coloured as well. I always use my grey markers and build up to a black. I don't actually use my black marker. So that's what I'm doing here. Just working my way through. I love these little guys. They're super cute, super cheeky, and they are just gorgeous. I'll hopefully be sharing some more cards with this stamp set very soon. Just about done. We're just going to quickly do those wings, blend it out and add some Wink of Stella, and then we can put the cards together. Alright, there we go. Wink of Stella all done. Alright, so that's the images all coloured up. I'm now going to go in using my EK Success Cutter Bee scissors, and I'm going to fussy cut each of those out. So not forgetting to make sure that you turn the cardstock rather than just cutting with the scissors. That gives you a nice, smooth, round fussy cut instead of lots of jagged edges, etc. And I'm going to cut every single one of those out. These are actually really easy to fussy cut because it's all pretty much just round, so you're just moving around and around as you go. Really adorable. Sometimes you just don't need the die set. I don't know if there is actually a die set for these. It wasn't available where I was purchasing it from when I purchased these, so I didn't purchase the die set. I think I need some bees sentiments though. That would be cute. I'll have to look into that and see if Honeybee did release some with this stamp set. Okay, so I've got my bees all done. Here's a photo of them all coloured up and all the Copic markers that I used. And now we're going to go in and start putting the card together. So I'm using a stamp set from... stamp set is from Honeybee as well. This is the Hooray stamp set, and I'm also going to be pulling in the hexagon bunches dies. So I'm just using my Misty to line up the sentiments. I'm going to stamp out a couple and make a couple of cards at the same time. So I'm going to be using some embossing ink, so I'm preparing the cardstock using my powder tool and stamping that out using some ink on 3 Watermark ink. Now, my problem here was that there was too much time between me stamping and adding the embossing powder. So as you can see on this one, it didn't have the best coating. So I did wipe it off, put it back into my Misty and re-stamp them, and I made sure that I put the embossing powder straight on as soon as I stamped them. And then I got a much better coverage. So just make sure that you don't allow that ink to dry before you put the embossing powder on, because it won't have anything to stick to. So these embossing powders are Tonic Studio, no they're not, they are Ranger Ink embossing powders. They're Marigold and black. So I'm stamping those out using both and just being very, very careful, and then heating it with my heat tool and melting all of that embossing powder. How cool does that look? Making sure that I pop all of that embossing powder back away into the tubs, cleaning up my desk, and they are ready to go. So I'm going to start putting the cards together now using some of those gorgeous little bees. Cleaning up my desk because I had embossing powder everywhere. I'm just using a baby wipe to do that. It was all over my phone and all. Alright, so now we're going to go through, we're going to run these hexagon dies through the Sizzix Big Shot. And I'm just working out what I'm going to do with those as I go. And then I'll put the cards together. So I'm just questioning here of filling those hexagons, and I decided I needed some yellow to fill those hexagons in. So I ran those dies through again, and then I'm putting them together. I just used some washi tape on the back of the borders, and then I'm sticking the hexagon to those just before I stick them down to my card in case I don't want them where they are. Alright, now I'm going to go in with some Helma acid-free liquid adhesive, and I'm going to start adhering everything down. I'm just wiping off the excess glue because I did squirt out quite a large amount there, and I didn't want it all over my card. Alright, I'm matting this one with some black American Crafts cardstock, just using some of that Helma liquid adhesive. And I'm working on both of the cards at the same time, so you will watch me switching between the two consistently. It was actually really fun. It was like a process line of doing bits and pieces on each card. So here I was just questioning my choice of bees, of which bee I had originally chosen, and I decided to go with this little guy. And I'm going to mat this one as well. So I just cut some more of that American Crafts black cardstock down. And I'm just pulling in some Kucha Creations card bases. And the paper pad that we're going to be using is the Crate Paper Little Boy Blue. So I'm just pulling in some cute little papers from that. Cutting them down to size. And just playing around with them a little bit. Adding in some more of those hexagons. I will cut these strips down later. I wasn't too worried about it at the moment. And then we will adhere everything to the card base. So I'm going to go in with some Nouveau Crystal drops. This is the Dandelion Yellow and the Ebony Black. I did mess one of those up, so I had to carefully scrape it off and redo it. So this is my cards complete. I love the way that they turned out, and it was so much fun making more than one card at a time. I just want to say thank you all for watching, and I'll hope to see you all soon. Bye!